Okay, so here's our page with our menu, and if we look back at the code, just something to say here to start with. I talked about the commenting out a heading to say that this code was the styles for the menu. It turns out that I need to use this notation to make a comment these days. I think they've changed this for CSS. So we need to put a forward stroke and an asterisk and forward stroke, and those combined comment out this heading or remark comment, and the same down here. So we've forward stroke or slash and asterisk and closing forward slash. So that's our commentary on what this all means. Now, okay, notice there now that if we look at the hover background color, I've made it green and I've commented out the old color. I've just put in a plain text color, green, just to show that this does actually work. So if I go back to the image, there we are. The background color for the hovering actually does work. Okay, now we're going to do something else here. We're going to actually put in an amusing animation which will link to the theme of this page. And we're going to do that first of all just by creating a little small div within this bigger div, which will hover around the screen. Now later on we're going to put an image inside that div, but we have to do a few things before we get there. So to create the div, we'll have a look at the code, and if we, right, what I have to do then is to go down into the body, and this will come last after everything else. So it will be a new div within the div, so I must not go outside the enclosing div tags for that light blue area. So I'm going to create another div within that area, and if I just check my code, right, this is the code. We're going to give this a class name, so this div will be given the class animation as a kind of a label or name for it. So we'll copy that over and make sure that that's been inserted into the body. Now we won't be able to see anything yet because we do need to, sorry, in the wrong place. We do need to style this div. So there it is, div class equals animation and closing div tag. Now in the styles, we're going to put this after our menu styles. So we'll just perhaps put another comment. If I put forward slash asterisk, I'll capitalize the comment. So this is div for animation, and I'll just asterisk forward slash close it off. Now I'll go and get the code for that. So if I go up, I'll be able to locate it. Where are we? Here we are, div animation. Okay, so I'll just copy that in. Right there, copy that in and into our code styles. So, and I'll put a little comment, end of animation styles, asterisk forward slash. Now all of this styles are a div that we've created. Now if you look at it, div.animation, that means div class equals animation. That's our way of denoting that this refers to the div we just created in the body. Margin left 50 pixels. Okay, so that means that it's placed when the page opens at 50 pixels from the left. The width of the div is 130 pixels and the height 120 pixels. Now I've commented out here, well I should have actually put those in again, this background color of transparent. And we're going to give it a pink background color, but we're going to make it give it a little bit of opacity, 0.8 opacity, which means it's semi-transparent. So we can set that as opacity : 0.8 semicolon. Okay, position is relative, that is, it's relative to what comes above it. And here we have an animation code. You don't need to worry about what this means. WebKit animation, my first, 5 seconds, linear, 2 seconds, infinite, alternate. Now that all means something. It's to do with setting the speed at which the animation works. You could play around with it later, but that's our initial settings. Now, if I save this and then go to our page, refresh, and there's our div, and it does not seem to be animating at the moment. So we'll just have another look at the code. And what have we done? Okay, we'll leave it there and get that down, and we'll have a look at what's happening there in a moment.